with Friends Podcast.
Welcome to the Crashing with Friends podcast. I'm your host, Connor. Today we're joined by the one and only Ryan.
I'm here. Hello.
What's up? We got Kyle. Woo! And Jackson. So yeah, we're going to get to our weeks here pretty soon, but we want to thank you for joining us. We just had our Thanksgiving holiday. It was pretty good. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. A little late one. But yeah, what's up?
Hope you guys had a good one. Hope it was a good holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Good holiday.
No drama.
What do you say to that, Jack?
I don't know about that.
I hope your turkey was juicy and warm.
And you had some ham too. Some good stuff.
I had some ham too, bro.
How was your Thanksgiving, Ryan?
It was pretty good. We just had a bunch of family over at my grandma's house. My uncle got out of prison because that's where he was, but he made like a prison pizza thing, and it was definitely not good. It was like the crust was like ramen noodles for some reason. Dude, it was the weirdest shit. Like ramen noodles, fucking lettuce, beans, Doritos, and like cheese.
I've had me a jailhouse pizza.
Have you?
Not the one that you described, but where the crust is like made out of like a bunch of Doritos and Cheetos and stuff like that.
No,
It's just a mishmash of a bunch of chips, and then you put cheese sauce on top of it.
Yeah, the cheese sauce was there too, but I didn't partake in eating it. I tried the one slice. I was like, this is interesting. And then I took a bite and I was like, no, I don't like it. It's not good. But they said that's what they did, you know. They make all kinds of weird shit there, and they don't have a lot to. They don't really eat well there either, so it's kind of
Combine what you can.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, Thanksgiving was good, and that's about it. Yeah, the Thanksgiving.
Nice. How was the rest of your week?
The rest of my week, with the holidays being off, it's nice having extra days off. It's pretty cool. Watching some shows. Started watching Monarch on Apple TV.
Okay.
It's like
new Godzilla.
after the events of Godzilla 2014. Really good, really good. Kind of what I want to. It's whoever produced it and directed it did a really good job.
Is it what you actually want from Godzilla?
Oh yeah,
you know?
It's great. It tells like a lot of in-depth backstory stuff about Monarch itself, and then also like events after how the world kind of like set themselves up for like kind of a monster
Awakening.
Event of like things destroying shit like missiles through like Tokyo or like in Japan. Did some backstory on some characters that we did not know anything about, and went into like the depths of their lives a little bit. It's still not over. The episodes come out on Thursdays, I believe.
Yeah.
So the newest EP will be this Thursday, and it'll have 4 episodes. And I'm on episode 3. They're starting 3 because they're about an hour long episodes or so. So
All right.
not
Have to
bad.
hop on that.
Yeah, and then finished all the Scott Pilgrim takes off or whatever the show on Netflix. Really good.
Really?
Really good. Yeah, I enjoyed every bit of it. They had a lot of stuff like some of the dialogue that they have in there for the script to be like talking about like the movie. Like, this isn't the way this would happen. It seems like something like this would happen. And then you're like, oh, okay, it's from another movie. It's really cool.
Because it's more comic book accurate, right?
It's comic book accurate, but it's weird because like it talks about the 2014, the 2000, was it 9, 10, whenever Scott Pilgrim came out.
Yeah.
Talks about that movie a lot in there. So not that it's the same like way it goes, but it's completely
It's
different.
kind of like wall breaking.
Yeah, it's really cool. It
All right.
really
Commentary on it.
is. Yeah.
Cool.
That's how
Enjoyed that.
It's kind of how the Deadpool is on the Midnight Suns like DLC. Like I couldn't help myself. I was like, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and try it out last night, and so far I'm liking it.
Heck yeah. Played a couple games. Kind of revisiting Elden Ring with some mod support on there. It's a lot of fun because they have seamless co-op, which is when you join into somebody, you don't have any like fog wall barriers, so you can go anywhere with a person, and there's no way they can disconnect with you, like by means of like sitting down at a bonfire. You can go travel the whole entire area. It's awesome. So like everything from cutscenes to everything, it's all shared.
How many players can?
You can do 4
Get
like
in
normal. And there's when you're playing it, there won't be any like hackers or something like that be able to come into your world, like the invaders or whatever. It'll just be the NPC ones, so it's pretty cool. And then we had another mod which makes it more difficult. Not that it needed to be more difficult. It was fucking hard. Added weapons, like other classes, all kinds of stuff, like a whole reforged experience on the game. Yeah, played Call of Duty, the new one. It's the campaign sucked, but the rest of the game's all right. Zombies isn't really kind of what I wanted from it, but
Yeah, it's weird.
it's not. That's definitely not the same.
It's like DMZ zombies.
Yeah, DMZ with zombies. That's it. Yeah,
It's really
I've
weird.
honestly not enjoyed zombies since Kino der Toten.
yeah. I mean, if I was gonna play zombies, I'd just use Black Ops 3 and then do the remastered pack, the Chronicles that came with it. So we get the original maps all the way up to Moon. So
Nice. Yeah. I bought Black Ops just to play Kino.
yeah, it's good. That's all I got, man.
Sweet.
How you guys doing?
Nice.
Jackson, how's your week going?
Was going pretty good. Like Thanksgiving was like enjoyable. Then Black Friday got a pretty sweet deal. Got a hemorrhoid for free. And yeah, since then, like life has just been kind of like, oh no, this sucks. Like, but now, like after the first 48 hours have gone by, like it's manageable now. I can wipe and not be like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having a like, I mean, I was like true shit to shower, like for like most of that. Like it was like, oh man, I just got done showering. I had to poop.
So you just started your whole day over
Yeah,
again.
yeah. So like walk in, like pull my pants like around down to my ankles, bruh. Like pulling my pants all the way down to my ankles, and then like trying to lean my butt over the like into the tub area, and then I pull the sink thing down, or that the shower head down. God. Thank God for detachable shower heads, man.
If only there was like a bidet.
Yeah, man.
I mean, really.
I've been wanting to get one.
You should get one, bro.
You would be the guy I would say needs a bidet.
Yeah.
You no longer have to just get in the shower after you take a poop.
I mean, I'm not a guy that like shits like 6-7 times a day, Mm-hmm. I usually shit once a day, sometimes like once every 2 or 3 days, Sometimes I'll go a day without shitting.
That's insane, dude.
Crazy. I'd have to say
know
though,
how
if
you
I had the
feel.
money for
Happens.
it, like if I had a nice house, I would want a bidet. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a luxury item, right?
A luxury item, yes.
It's a status symbol.
The way Ron White talks about him, like, absolutely, I would want one. Yeah,
Oh, I know what Jackson's getting this year for Christmas.
get me a bidet, guys.
What did Jackson get Jackson for Christmas? Has his own little Christmas
An
tree.
ass squirter.
Does your mom know you want a bidet?
I've been telling her for years, like,
Yeah.
yo,
Okay.
if you had a bidet in this bathroom,
I'll
just imagine. Like, you won't ever have to buy toilet paper. You won't have to go crazy like you did in 2020 and stock up on like so much toilet paper. Mm-hmm. My mom was definitely one of them people like running to Walmart, stocking up on all kinds of crazy stuff. We still have like so much of that stuff that's just like hanging out at the house.
Hand sanitizer?
Nope, not hand sanitizer.
No.
Just freaking bunch of canned goods. I think we finally got through like the last thing of toilet paper or whatever. That's how much toilet paper we had.
Like
We had so much toilet paper. Like, and my mom wasn't like, I'm buy all the toilet paper and then like sell it at a high price. She was like, fuck, damn. Just gets all the toilet paper. It's like, y'all get bidets. I'm like, Ma, you really got like 3 trees worth of fucking toilet paper.
Where was she keeping all this toilet paper?
We have a spare bedroom like at the house. It's just
This is a Florida toilet paper we want.
yeah. It just became a hoarding closet with one cat that hangs out in it.
Yeah, because it's fucking soft in there.
Could you like make a fort out of it, like in the area with the?
In the beginning, 100%, I
Yeah.
could have made a fort out of it. I could have made a wrestling ring out of that shit. And then like, guys, fucking come over. We're gonna have some fun.
God, dude.
Dude, we could have made like fucking little like snow forts outside and had like snowball fights with.
We could have painted the town white. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that would have actually been a pretty good like soundproof room to like practice music. You know, just
Yeah.
Yeah,
wall to wall
music.
toilet paper.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Like, I mean, you
Maybe
probably could, but it would have been cramped. You know, because there was so much stuff in the room. There was like nowhere to like really hang out.
Nowhere to put a drum set.
Just one cat.
That's all they could fit.
Tons of toilet paper and freaking canned goods.
Yeah, it's because like we're freaking watching over my stepsister, or not my it's my sister-in-law's animals while she's living in Neosho because she can't have animals at her place.
So you don't
So-
have pets then?
No, we already had 2 cats and a dog, so we're watching over one of her dogs and one of her cats. And the one cat that we did have that we've had forever, and I feel bad for her right now because she just hangs out in a room all by herself all fucking day, just one room, because she fucking freaks out around all of the other animals. And if we let her outside, she's at the point now like where like she's old. She's a really old cat. She goes out for this winter, she's fucked. So
She's not coming back.
yeah. So yeah, I feel bad for her that she just has to hang out in one room all the time. But yeah, that's how it's got to be.
To be a cat.
Yep.
What you got going on, Cop?
Man, I've been playing and doing so much, dude. I've had the last 5 days off. So, like, I'm playing so many rhythm games. I'm halfway through Hi-Fi Rush. Like Connor was saying, it's fantastic. Definitely got to get through it before the end of the year. Mainly, I'm just trying to get through my end of the year list. Because I've got a huge list that I've been keeping track of throughout the year of games I need to finish. And then I put scores next to them throughout the year just so I can make a list at the end. But, so halfway through Hi-Fi Rush, I beat a game that came out, I think the last year or the year before. It's called Sayonara Wild Hearts. It came out on the Apple Arcade store.
It looked pretty good. I was thinking about getting it. Yeah.
Dude, it's only like maybe an hour and a half long, maybe 2 hours long, but it's a music video. The whole time it's a music video, and it's like an interactive music video, and I had the most fun with it. There were several times where I'm like, I need to force my friends on a road trip to play it. Just hand my Steam Deck over to them and say, "Here, for the next hour, you're playing this. Enjoy," because it's so good. Some of the levels are literally like 20 seconds long, 30 seconds long. It's just like a little musical interlude. You do a couple cool little QTEs. It's pretty much a QTE game, quick time event.
Hell
But,
yeah. I want that. Yeah. I'm gonna get
It's
it.
just an hour and a half of fun. Like the music is great. It's got a cool style to it, man. A lot of motorcycle style, a lot of motorcycle combat. So if you play Final Fantasy VII, there's the motorcycle scene on the highway. It's pretty much the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so good.
Get behind that.
But yeah, I definitely recommend that. I beat that this morning. Also playing a game called Melatonin that came out earlier this year. I played probably half of that last night. I'm going to try to finish that today or tomorrow. I'm not necessarily concerned with getting a fat score on every level. I just want to get through all these games just to experience them. Some of them, though, I am going to go back because that Melatonin game is so good.
I really like the video game level.
Yeah,
Where
the
you shoot
video game
aliens.
level. Gosh, I had Rachel play it last night, and she was jamming to it. I started headbanging to it, and I look over at Cohen, and he's headbanging to it too on the on the rhythm. You know,
Yeah.
It's like because it's like boom, 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 and he's just like. I was like, awesome. He's just staring at me doing the same thing I'm doing. It was so awesome. I'm also playing. I started up XCOM 2, playing a little bit of that, trying to just see if it's something I want to play because I love Midnight Suns. And the same company for Axis, they made XCOM 1 and 2. It's okay so far. I'm only like 20 minutes in. It's whatever.
I really hope there's a Midnight Suns 2 on the horizon.
There's not.
Fuck.
It didn't make enough money. And like the head of the company or whatever left and all this stuff, and it was just like, yeah, I would not bet on a second one.
That sucks.
But you never know,
You
man.
always have the first one though.
It may come down to lifetime sales were so good, like over the lifetime of its life, that they're like, yeah, let's make a second one. But you never know. There may be a fan outcry.
I have played XCOM 2. The worst thing that I would have to say about it is don't believe what your percentages say when you hit somebody. You could say 99% and you'll still miss.
Right.
Okay.
Even though like it's like straight shot, it happens like all the time. I don't know if that's just because some bug or if they fix that or not. But when I played it, that's what happened all the time. I was like, oh yeah, this thing's gonna die, and then just wipe my team because I couldn't kill it.
It's so
it's
frustrating.
probably more like a 50 to 60% type thing.
Yeah, if it says
like a half.
99%, sometimes just don't believe it.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
The 1% is strong in that game.
It's everything.
It's a real strong 1%.
It's still a percentage to fail. That's what it says. You're gonna fail 99% of the time.
I beat Spider-Man 2 on PS5. It was fantastic. Like Connor said, that game goes places. By the end, I just had the biggest grin on my face, just because I'm a huge Marvel fan. I know all these characters, and when they introduced certain characters in the symbiote universe, I was just like, what? And it was just like, this is freaking rad. I loved every second of that game. It was just so much fun.
Yeah, there's not a bad part of the game for some reason. I didn't have any bugs, surprisingly, when I played it.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, really, really solid.
I did have one bug where I fell through the level
Okay.
and swung around for a second, and then it just reset itself back to where I was. So it was like, whatever. But I loved it. It didn't overstay its welcome, you know?
Right.
The side quests didn't overstay their welcome. The main story didn't overstay its welcome. There were some parts that I didn't expect, some parts that I could predict, because I am a super big Spider-Man fan. There's a lot that I could predict, but some of it I had no idea where it was going. I like how this Spider-Man universe is not necessarily putting the characters where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? It's not making it to where this character is really this villain. It could be another person playing this villain. But I really love it. I don't want to spoil any of it. I give it a 10 out of 10 for sure.
Boosh.
Yeah, there's been a couple 10 out of 10s for me this year, man. Yeah, I really loved it. I also did the same thing Ryan did. Watched the first 3 episodes of Monarch. I don't know if you watched all of them, but there's the third. I want to say I want to refer to it as levels. The third episode was really good. I liked it a lot. I'm also caught up with For All Mankind. Really great show. This newest episode was fantastic. Also have watched all the episodes of Invincible this week. Also fantastic. What they do in this newest episode is great. But other than that, man, that's really been it. Yeah, just trying to take it easy, beat a bunch of stuff, and get through some stuff. Yeah. I also watched that movie Killers on Netflix.
Is that good?
That Michael Fassbender movie. It is good.
Nice.
It's a very cerebral type movie. A lot of him doing stuff and him narrating what he's doing and his thought process through it.
Okay.
It's a lot of assassination type stuff and him having to escape. You know, that's a lot of the premise is like him escaping and then now he's trying to get revenge, and it's pretty good. I like it a lot. But that's all. That's been a week. What about you, Connor?
Cool. It's been so. I'm really excited that I'm on an extended vacation right now. I've got like a total 11 days off. I'm down to like 7 or 8 now. But yeah, I'm definitely having a good one. Did a lot of shopping over the last day. It was pretty much like a 10-hour nonstop online shopping thing where like I was telling these guys, like my hand was cramping up and my eyes were starting to feel weird. It was like I'd been gaming all day, you know, but yeah, just found some really good deals. Definitely, didn't want to go overboard. Like I was saying, I had to really trim down a lot of stuff because I was just like, man, I want to get everybody everything, and you can't really do that. So yeah, but I got everything done in one day. Also bought myself a new like chain necklace that I'm really excited about. It's just a silver one. I know I was talking up a solid gold chain, but I had to get realistic on, do I want to spend $1,000 on a single necklace, or do I want to buy everybody else presents and stuff? So, but yeah, still pretty excited about that. Can't wait. We went to an Oilers game in Tulsa
Forgot about that.
2 days ago.
I saw that.
I bought a cowbell because I guess that's their thing there is cowbells. So, like the first minute of every period, you're supposed to like ring the cowbell like crazy. And then if they do anything cool, like score a goal, you ring the cowbell. So now I've got a cowbell. So
I thought it was cool whenever a player would get out of the penalty box, they would be like, and so is back in the oil, or the Americans are back to full strength, and the crowd at one time would go, and they still suck. There was just a lot of little like chants the Holiday crowd had because it was such a small crowd, because it's only the bottom bowl of the BOK Center. So it's just a lot of they probably a lot of them know each other, because
yeah, I would think so.
But yeah, I really liked and they still suck.
Awesome.
As we're leaving that game, of course, Anakin freaking talks, like he starts calling, like saying the reason we lost is my fault because I jinxed it and everything. It's like, son, like you gotta stop blaming me for these sports losses, dude.
Yeah, I can't.
We were up 4-1 on these guys, and me and Anakin were getting something, and he's like, Dad, do you think you're gonna win? And I was like, man, it's looking real good, dude. Like, I think we're gonna win with it's being up 4-1. And yeah, we lost with 20 seconds left. They scored that.
It was in overtime when we lost.
Well, they tied us with 20 seconds left, pulled the goalie, and then we lost in overtime within the first minute. It's only 3-on-3 overtime. It's pretty interesting.
But yeah, the overall vibe of the place was really cool. I really enjoyed it. They had a great DJ there. Really surprised at just the overall atmosphere of it being like a smaller hockey event. But definitely recommend it. Only $9 for a ticket. Like, damn. And the food was really good and was surprisingly less than what was advertised, which was really weird.
I went back up there to get food, and mine was the price that was advertised.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I still don't think I got charged for that chili fries and Mountain Dew, man. I kept checking. Like, I got charged for the cowbell, but I still haven't seen the charge for the Mountain Dew and the chili fries.
You buy the cowbell and you get free nachos. Chili fries, dude.
I don't know.
Every cowbell.
So, yeah, it turned out pretty good. Last, I forgot to say last week, but the weekend before doing my laundry, I found a black pair of underwear in my laundry, size 10, and they were kind of nasty looking on the inside. So it's like, it's funny as shit, but no, I'm not going to keep these.
I showed those to Rachel last night laying in bed, and she's like, what is this? And she's like, ew, what is that? Like, that's a pair of underwear.
I think that they were stuck in the dryer of one of the dryers I used, because they definitely weren't in the washers. I know that, but probably just stuck on the top, Oh my gosh. Yeah.
A lot of girls' underwear, man, like that. There's that one spot right where the vagina is, obviously, and it's just bleached out, discolored, fucked up looking,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I asked this girl at work, I'm like, do you think she's using a cream or something? And this girl's like, I just know she needs to go to the doctor. I'm like, all right.
Someone needs to tell her her pussy stinks.
Did you show her the picture?
Yeah, a girl at work. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, I've been playing some video games. Started playing Tales of Berseria, which is the one that comes before Tales of Arise, I believe. Just kind of started that the other day. I'm halfway through Batman Arkham Knight. Still working my way through that. I need to play Mario Wonder because
it's good.
It's enjoyable. But yeah, I had an idea of playing The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and then Oracle of Ages back to back during my break. I think that might be a little bit unreasonable, but I think I might still try to play some of Oracle of Seasons, maybe get through that. But yeah, for the next like 7 days, I'm just gonna take it really easy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, because like doing like the Thanksgiving day, which was a really good Thanksgiving, had at my cousin Amber's house, which is like this house that we used to drive by all the time going to work. Didn't know that she lived there now. But yeah, I got to see our cousins and stuff. It was just like a really good day. But that day, then the next day being the Oilers trip is just like that, and then a whole day of shopping, 3 days of just like, I'm tired, I want to sleep now. It's my time now. But yeah, so yeah, it's going to be eating ice cream. It's going to be playing video games, big chilling. I pulled some gumbo out of the freezer. Mm-hmm. So that's about to happen today while watching football. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my life now. And maybe try to find some shoes, with all the shoe deals. I know Kyle got the really cool Lakers shoes, so I can't get those now, but maybe different kind of Nikes or Adidas or something. So.
Sweet. Yeah, I need to get me some new shoes too.
Yeah, I think I might need glasses sometimes. So maybe get some glasses. Maybe see the eye doctor. We'll see.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Something going on with your eyes that you?
Just one of my eyes like gets blurry sometimes. It's just like, man, maybe sometimes maybe at night or twilight, maybe I need.
I think that happens to a lot of people though.
Yeah, it happens to me.
Yeah,
It's probably like what do they call the ocular migraine? You don't feel the pain of your eye hurting.
Okay.
It might just be doing stuff like that. Because one time, like I went blind out of my eye because I had an ocular migraine.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was at work. I was like, "What the? I can't see this."
Yeah.
I was like, "This is fucking crazy." And I was like, "My eye hurts." And you're like, "Yeah, it's probably that, dude." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So,
The same thing happened to me one time. I was laying in bed. I was laying in bed and closed my eyes, and then I opened my eyes. Like, wait,
are they open?
I can't see out of my right eye. And then all of a sudden I was looking around and I was like, holy shit, I'm fucking blind. And then I woke Rachel up and I don't know what she would have done, but I'm like,
Spit your eye.
Rachel, I can't see. And then
All right, hon.
I started looking around and I'm like, holy shit, I'm fucking blind, dude. And then I was like, fuck it. I went back to sleep, woke up the next morning and I was fine. Looked it up and it was like what Ryan said. It was just, it happens.
Yeah.
It just happens.
It's probably stress on your eye. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, dude, what the fuck, man?
I remember the first time that happened to me, I was like, oh my God, I had a stroke. I had a stroke and now I'm blind.
So what kind
There's
of
multiple times where I'm like, oh my God, I had a stroke. I just had a stroke.
So what kind of glasses do you think you would get? I'm sure you've thought about it.
I don't know. Probably just some basic black glasses, not too bold frame, but not too thin frame, somewhere between, some very standard looking like Clark Kent type glasses or something. I don't know, something like that.
I don't know. I'd start looking through what Shannon Sharp wears, Shannon Sharp's always got some sick ass glasses, so.
Mm-hmm.
I like, I don't know if you guys, do you know who Gabe Newell is?
Yeah, the owner of Steam, right?
The owner of Valve Steam. Yeah, there's a new documentary out that came out this week that's like a history of Valve or whatever, which is really interesting. I'd recommend watching it. It's only an hour long, but it's a no-clip documentary. But he's wearing some like Nike glasses, and I'm like, those are sick, dude. Like, I would like some sweet ones like that. Or like some Oakley. I know Ryan at our old job used to wear some sweet Oakley ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're really nice. I got them cheap though because we had the discounts and stuff like that, and it was they're just basic glasses. I didn't want to wear because I just wanted more support on the nose and like be more comfortable around the ears and stuff because those regular safety glasses just suck.
Yeah, I feel you there.
And they're great because you have all the guard on the bottom of the top, but if you're wearing regular glasses, you kind of have like you're missing that.
Mm-hmm.
I like to get a pair of them Pat Mahomes Oakleys, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you won't see me dropping $300 for a pair of glasses. It's just not within my character.
Are they like the big ones?
Yeah.
Full screen ones?
Big.
Yeah, they basically look like you're going to go skiing.
Yeah, I have those. They're called the Sutras.
Yeah.
I have a pair of those in my riding glasses, though. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you've probably seen them before once.
I probably have.
I have the same ones, yeah.
You ever go mudding in those things?
Yeah, dude. All the time.
I see you on the road. I'm like, man, he looks so cool.
He does look cool.
So the funny thing is we're in Bikers Against Child Abuse, and they have I was the first one that had those glasses, and then everybody was like, dude, those glasses are awesome. And I just bought a pair of those glasses. So I have like 4 of the people that have a pair of glasses in that group. And they're like, just riding around with those glasses on. It's funny. I was like, well, I started this.
Hey, man, if it looks cool and you're all rolling,
Yeah,
it looks sweet, man.
it is, yeah.
Aside from that, I did go to Ross the other day, and it was just like sometimes you find yourself in like the perfect moment at the perfect time, and it's like, luck or destiny. Like, what do you call it? Fate. So yeah, I walk into Ross. Right in front of me, right when I get to the men's section, is just this Lakers Bombers jacket. It's medium. It's the only one in the store. In the store. Did I just say
There's
store?
no more Bombers jackets in the store.
Don't look for more bomber jackets.
Just the one bomber jacket.
It's the one bomber jacket in the store. But yeah, dude, it was so cool. I went immediately tried it on. It fit. I didn't see any weird stitching errors.
No vomit.
Yeah, no stains. It's got a pocket on the inside. So yeah, I'm like, okay, definitely getting this. Also found this really cool sweater that's like a pug with like sunglasses on and like a handkerchief or handkerchief. But yeah, dude, really cool. And then 2 pairs of joggers, one being some Tony Hawk pants. And the second pair of Hawk pants I found at Ross.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, they're like a dark blue.
Did you do a 900 in them when you put them on?
I tried. Didn't exactly work.
What about a McTwist?
You do an airwalk, bro?
Yeah, I did a Christ Air.
So where is this bomber jacket?
It's over there, but we don't need to show it. It's all good.
We don't?
No, but I just know that it exists and it looks really cool. But then, yeah, I also found a cool pair of tan joggers that I've been really liking quite a bit.
Nice.
Really, really happening.
You getting in touch with your Zen yoga self with them tan joggers?
I have been thinking about getting into like stretching more because like I don't really stretch a whole lot. And
You put on the tan joggers and you're like, I'm going to put on a collared shirt to go with these joggers, a bandana, and then just make this pose a lot.
Just walk around saying namaste to everyone.
Nah, I'm going to leave.
Oh man, no, the joggers surprisingly aren't that stretchy. I wish they were a little bit more stretchy, but yeah, I mean, yoga, I think the older you get, the more important stretching becomes. Just because your chances of injury just go up and up and up the older you get.
Well, they say the best way to maintain a brain and to keep your brain like young is by exercise, man. And yoga
Blood flow.
Yeah.
See, when I was younger, I could never suck my own dick, so I just gave up on stretching.
If you would have became a
I was
master.
like, this is impossible. I'm done with this.
Yeah, that never stopped me, but we'll see about Jackson. But yeah, that's been my last couple weeks, really. Well, let's go ahead and get into our first topic.
It's good.
Oh shit, we got topics.
Yeah.
I forgot.
All right, Kyle, hit us with the first banger. What is it?
What is it? Tell me. Right now. Do it. Kyle.
Well, we got a couple things here we could talk about today.
What are
Okay,
they?
so-
You're leaving me on the edge here.
First topic is, what would you like to turn into popcorn?
What would I like to turn it? What?
Yeah.
What?
like-
Skittles.
Skittles popcorn?
Yes.
That'd be pretty good.
So they have a Skittles cotton candy at Walmart. Dude, it's fucking disgusting. It tastes like Play-Doh. It tastes like Play-Doh.
disgusting?
It's gross.
Okay. Well, not
I
that.
would.
As long as it doesn't taste like that, I'm game for
I
it.
more or less just want to have like my hand be a finger gun. That whenever I point, it turns them into popcorn. You know?
Okay.
Whatever I point at, I'd be like, "Pow!" It's popcorn. It just falls down into
You want
popcorn.
finger got a popcorn.
That might be too powerful. That's like a stage 5 level mutant.
Turned into popcorn.
I like to turn like peanut M&Ms into like a popcorn, you know.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, that'd be good.
Or fucking Reese's.
Reese's, man.
I love Reese's.
Be like the.
I'm still
the
trying to
kettle
wrap my
corn.
head around the question. What would you like to turn into popcorn?
Yeah.
You can have your finger gun if you want.
Yeah.
That's
More or
fine.
less saying what
Yeah,
flavor of popcorn
that's basically
do
where
you
the
want.
finger gun came. I was like, I like to turn anything I want into popcorn. You know?
You gotta
like-
shoot it.
Popcorn.
It's like, okay, say Jackson.
Do I want
say,
a popcorn flavor or something?
No,
like,
say I took a bowl of peanut M&Ms.
yeah.
I put it in the microwave.
Uh-huh.
They all pop. And
It
then
turns-
boom, it's popcorn coming out. It's not like a popcorn flavor. It's just like in the middle still the peanut M&M, and then all the outside is the chocolate. It's maybe a little bit more fluffy, a little bit more crunchy,
Has
maybe.
the crunch of a popcorn.
Okay. So it turns into a popcorn
just kettle
version
corn.
of
Yeah,
this.
you
like
could be
Reese's.
like tater tot popcorn or whatever. I don't know.
So,
Jackson.
so the little kernel in the middle is fucking potato, and the rest of it is is like the crust.
Yeah, sure.
I love it.
All right. Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebble popcorn, bruh.
That sounds really
It
dank.
does sound dank as fuck.
Fruity Pebble popcorn. You go through a lot of the cereals, man. Guarantee it's gonna be pretty good as popcorn.
Well, there's a lot of shit cereal though, that is good in cereal form, but the flavoring or anything else, I'm like, oh, what's up?
Y'all keep talking about this popcorn idea. I'm gonna use restroom facilities.
All this popcorn talk got him too
I
excited.
gotta go.
I kind of want to put like mix two cereals together. So what he was saying with the Fruity Pebbles, but I want the outside to be Lucky Charm, fucking
Marshmallows?
marshmallows. Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, so Fruity Pebble inside, marshmallow outside?
yeah.
Wow.
Freaking rad.
Be tasty.
That, you dude, holy crap.
You can also just buy a bag of the marshmallows and you can try it yourself. They buy a bag of them at the one of those Amish stores. Like they have one in Branson that does it, but you can just buy the full bag. Just
Okay.
marshmallows.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're freaking awesome,
Oreo Pops.
dude. Oreos are my favorite.
It could be a mixture of the softer Oreo stuff and then also some of the crunchier Oreo stuff on the outside.
Yeah,
So it's soft and chewy, but also a little bit of crunchy. And it's all filled with that beautiful creme. Not cream.
Creme.
creme de la creme.
I would like Twizzler flavor, but like I don't want the texture of a Twizzler for it.
It's too rough for the popcorn.
No. I'm talking like the fruity filled Twizzlers.
Oh, the fruity
Okay, the
ones.
soft, the jelly stuff.
Yeah,
the
dude.
filled stuff.
Yeah, I love that jelly, dude. Well, another thing we could talk about is I wrote down a bunch of questions for you guys.
All right.
And they are why don't you questions.
Okay.
Okay?
Why don't I grow up and get a job?
Stuff like that.
All right.
And it's all going to become quite clear very shortly.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So here they go. First one. Why don't you run for mayor?
A lot of responsibility. Even if you don't win, you still gotta organize a lot of stuff.
Wait, what?
Why don't you run for mayor?
Some air? I don't want to be a leader of a city. Essentially, I guess that's what it is. I don't want to do that. That's too much. There's too much shit going on in cities that I don't want to deal with. Not this responsibility or whatever. It's too stressful. I think being in a position that high.
I think good mayor though, from Powerpuff Girls, that guy, the little guy with the hot redhead secretary.
Vote for mayor.
Yeah, I think he's got it on lock.
Mayor Dimmadome. Home of Dimsdale
Oh,
Dimmadome.
dude, another
Dimsdale
great mayor.
Dimmadome.
The Dims.
Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
That's right. Doug Dimmadome. Owner of Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Why don't you split your tongue in half like a snake?
Now,
Can't
here's the
unsplit
thing.
it.
I wouldn't do it myself, but oddly, it's in my Pornhub search. So I was like, you know what? Let's check this out. It's pretty hot, not gonna lie. So yeah, Ladies with split tongues, message me. Message me. I want to find out.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird, man.
It is weird. It is weird, but hot at the same time.
You do lose control of your tongue after splitting it, but eventually you can like control both sides individually.
Yep.
So
I've seen it.
he knows.
You get like you get a left hand tongue and a right hand tongue at that point.
Wild.
It can grip.
The tongue works great as is. Trust me on
But
that.
can it grip? God, can it grip?
Why don't you sleep in a tub of water? Like, use water as a blanket. Why don't you do that?
Why don't you do that, Kyle? Why
My
you
question's for you guys though. Why don't you sleep in a tub of water?
You know how pruny I'd wake up, man? That's terrible.
You think?
Yeah, you got to keep the
If
water warm.
I didn't
too.
wake up pruny and the water was warm, sure, why not?
If you did it interstellar style where you got put in a pod and then all of a sudden, like, you basically just get put in a Ziploc bag and then water all over you, then, yeah, I could see it that way. But, yeah, just sleeping in water, yeah, you're gonna wake up with a real bad time the next day. If you, as soon as you step out, you're going to be like, each step is pain.
Engorged.
And like, even if you don't fall in and kill yourself, like you're still gonna pee that thing.
You still, what?
Maybe.
I mean, if you put your hand in a bowl, like a bowl of warm water, you're gonna
I see what
pee.
you're saying.
Yeah.
If you're sleeping in warm water, you're gonna pee.
Yeah, you're 100% peeing.
Good thing I sleep with a catheter.
You full calf?
Yeah, full catheter.
How big? XL.
You see, I've designed the tank with that already in mind. There's a hole that you stick your penis through, and that's the only thing that sticks out during the tank. It's
Also the plug.
yeah. So
When you're ready to get out, you just stand up and then it all drains out.
that's weird.
You have no idea how often I think about a blanket made of water. It's often.
I know waterbeds suck.
Water beds do suck, but I'm saying I want like a blanket made of water. I think that would be so warm because when you wake up in the morning and you get in the shower and you're like half asleep, it's like that water is like a blanket. I'm like, dude, this feels so good. I could just sleep in this. You know what I'm saying? That's where my thought comes from.
I was thinking of the water bed, and then you have a blanket that is like the plastic of the water bed with a sheet on it that covers you.
Yeah.
It's pressed between water. All right.
Man, I feel like if I slept in that heated water blanket, I would sweat so much, Assuming that it wasn't actually going over my skin, which it would just wipe the sweat away. But like, dude, I need the cold. I need it cold,
Me too. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Like I like being warm under the sheets, but everything else around the room cold as fuck. Why don't we start using our feet more for everyday tasks?
I mean, it's the limitations of our shoes, If we had like hand shoes to where we could swap from standing on our feet to standing on our hands, we could then take our shoes off to operate keyboards and mice.
Just be like monkeys. Have hands for feet.
I mean, we could lower the world too, because we'd all be on our hands walking like this, touching stuff with our hands, It'd be a more inclusive world overall.
I think you guys' problem is you just don't watch enough videos of people with no arms.
It's true.
I've seen so many clips on TV throughout my entire lifetime of people with no arms doing all kinds of crazy things with their feet.
Shooting bows.
Playing the guitar and shit like that. So,
And that's why I've asked the question, why don't we use our feet for more stuff?
Because
limitations of our shoes, I think.
Yeah.
It's a completely original idea that I had.
You're onto something there, Jack. Sounds pretty cool.
If we could just make shoes.
we could lower the world.
We could. Guys, I like this idea.
I think we're all on the same wavelength. Another question for you here. Why don't you put yourself out there more? You know what I'm saying? Take a leap.
I thought I did earlier.
Why don't you
Split tongue girls.
Yeah, he's trying.
You're better than this.
Probably just, people have the fear of like, what will happen if I do something, You might want to do this, but the fear of something else, the what if happening, you don't want to do it because you're just scared.
All right, another question for you here.
Oh, and by the way, I'm out there.
I figured you were.
Yeah. Just let them know I'm out there.
Why don't we play more head games?
I don't know. Maybe I should.
Yeah, I call them mind games.
Mind games.
I was like, wait a minute. That was your head game.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna start messaging all my exes right now and tell them you're right. You're right about everything.
But
It was me.
But how's your head game lately?
Not good. Yeah.
My head game's strong. No, I'm getting a split tongue. It's gonna be stronger.
How's your head game?
I'm gonna grip.
Oh, man.
That's your problem, Jackson. You need to find a girl that's got a strong head game.
It's trying.
Any girl worth her salt got a strong head game.
Why don't you dance more? Why don't we dance more?
It's easy and fun to dance by yourself. I do it all the time.
I dance all the time as well.
Yeah. Also do that, like, you play some music while you're like cleaning dishes or some shit and you just start grooving. But
But that's the problem.
I
Why
think-
don't we dance more socially?
maybe because we're not good at it.
Yeah.
Then-
More pressure to not mess up a move or something and make sure you're on beat or something.
But that's the
Or
thing.
being
Who's-
laughed at, I guess.
I mean, how many people out there really are that good at dancing, though, that actually go out there and dance?
The
You know what I'm
1%.
saying?
The 1%.
Yeah.
You're right.
Jackson knows. He's in the dance community. Look at that hat. He's like he's a break dancer at least, man.
I've gotten a dance off once at a club, and it wasn't.
True story.
And I got schooled.
Okay, you answer the question. That's why we don't dance more.
The 1%.
You keep
got it.
asking why don't I do things? It's because I did them and it turned bad. It turned bad real quick. It went real bad.
Okay, see?
I have nightmares.
So, another question for you then. Why don't we start wrestling more? Like amateur wrestling.
Amateur wrestling?
Yeah.
I did that. I went to state, but there was this fucker from Seneca that always beat me. And I was like, fuck this kid from Seneca, I'm done with this. This kid from Seneca's always kidding me.
We should wrestle, dude. I want to see your wrestling skills.
Jackson's got him.
I mean, I've got wrestling skills. You just got to match me up with someone that's my body weight. I'm not going to wrestle you, Kyle.
How heavy are you?
How heavy am I? I think last time I weighed myself, I was 137.
Okay, so I'm down to 203.
So we'll spot you like an Anakin, and then you two can take on Kyle.
What, you're going to give me weights to put on my hands? To even it out, be like, oh, Jackson's going to punch me with 30-pound weights on each hand. That's going to even it out.
Just put those weight vests on you. Some leg weights.
I'll just slow him down. He needs to hit hard.
Yeah.
His kicks should be so strong.
Put on like a really wet suit. I am the wet blanket. I can't just smother Kyle. Like, he can never flex a bust out of me.
I always wanted a wet blanket. Why don't you guys become hand models? I mean, look at these hands. Let me see your
I
hands.
probably could become a hand model, man. I mean, these hands are silky smooth.
I don't know. Mine are a little too pale for one. Yeah.
All right. Start an app, hand finder. There it is. Instead of feet finder. So you do it.
I think
I don't know,
my
that's just for hands.
blonde hair as well would also hold me back. I need darker skin with darker hair to really enrich the hand.
I think when it comes to men, you want bigger hands.
You do want
So-
you want a thick man hand.
Yeah.
Mine's
some sausage
thinner.
fingers.
I've got the
You want
kind of hands
sausage?
that, like,
Need
when
sausage
girls see
fingers.
my hands, like, well, there's no, like, who cares about his hands?
He's not gripping hammers.
No. No, it's just like, usually my fingers are the same size as her fingers, so it's just like, nah, what's the fucking point? You know, so
Yeah. If I could get bigger hands, sure, why not? About 25% bigger. That's about
I would
as big
like
as
I would like to go with a 15% increase.
a what?
A 15%
15?
increase.
Okay.
I think maybe 25% might be too big, you know?
You got to think,
I want to be
man.
able to just like squeeze a basketball so hard.
The more hand size, the more prone you are to get injuries because you got more stuff that's just hanging out.
Also, things that are not made for that hand size. You know.
I would just like bigger hands mainly for musical expression like piano and guitar. Where the bigger hands comes into play. So
And the option to do web fingers whenever I want when I'm in the water. And then retract them.
put your hand on stuff, be like, oh, Hellboy. Check this out, man. Yeah, you'd be fish guy, dude.
Abe Sapien?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This man's the rapist.
Yeah, that's good. Oh man.
Gosh.
I think it'd be crazy to be that Abe dude. Can you imagine putting your hand on like a bunch of like Hitler artifacts, being like, oh, he had a happy life. This dude was the happiest. His speeches didn't look like it.
Okay. Why don't we create more?
For me, I'm too critical on myself.
You are very critical of your own art.
So like create art or just create
Create more in general.
I think I don't have the space. I'd really like a workshop. Just like a big like garage area where I could just put a drill press over here, a wood planer over here, a bandsaw over here, board to just like some wood sawhorses or whatever, big table just to work on. I think that'd be great. But it's just I don't have the space,
Yeah.
Because if I would create stuff, it probably would be out of wood. Realistically, I mean that's the only thing that I'm halfway decent at creating stuff with. Not a very good artist. Maybe create stuff out of foam, like do cosplay. That'd be something that I might try doing at some point.
Cosplaying.
But then again, I need the space. I need to be able to store materials, all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, maybe when I have space one day, we'll see.
I used to do some stuff for cosplaying. I went cosplaying to the conventions and stuff. But yeah, you definitely need space for that kind of stuff because you're painting anything or you just need the space to have it. And a lot of times it's like if you have kids, it's really hard to have that space for yourself because they're going to touch it or whatever. So
Yeah.
same thing for me.
And after it's made, you got to store it somewhere or throw it away,
Yeah. Like, why would you just keep it unless it's like really good? Like you have your Magneto helmet, and you made that yourself, so like you don't want to get rid of it because it was cool. It's like an iconic kind of thing. You use this for a cool event, and it turned out really well. So,
Thanks, Ryan.
yeah, man, it did.
What about you, Kyle? Why don't you create?
Dude, I feel like I create quite often. I'm always working on
I feel like I create every fucking week doing this podcast.
Yeah,
So-
this is a creation right here.
So
It's true.
get off me.
Yeah, I'm always fucking with something, dude. Like I've always got some thing I'm tinkering with, whether it be something that like putting up lights in here or fucking with something outside or trying to rig something together to make it work right. You know, like I'm always trying to create
Squeezing
something.
2 pine cones together.
Yeah, just grinding them.
Yeah. Creation.
Kids, look at your dad. Grading. Get some pine cones, kids.
We need
Great.
into this bucket.
Pine cones and leaves. We're making turkeys, everybody.
Speaking of, well, this is not really creating. This is ending. My son killed another deer a few days ago. Dude shot that thing like 7 times.
Your son's a maniac. You should turn him into like a psychiatrist.
Was
A
this-
mental ward.
This is not clean.
He just wasn't dying, dude. And he's played too much Call of Duty, is what it is.
You should clarify he was hunting with his grandpa.
Right.
He wasn't just out in the wilderness looking for deer. I'm fucking looking to kill the deer. He just the way you set it up just kind of sounded like he killed another deer. This is the 4th one in 2 months. He keeps coming back drenched in blood.
But no, it's his first buck he kills, so props to you, Anakin. All right, so the next question I had here for you guys is, why don't you guys live on the edge more?
Why don't I live on the edge more?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have edge to live on the edge. And I think I'm getting my edge back, you know? Every once in a while it dulls. Everyone's edge dulls. You just got to refine it, refine your style, get the edge back.
Right.
Yeah. You used to live on the edge. Don't really do it anymore. You know?
I like to go to the edge like periodically.
I bet you
Once
do.
or twice a year, you know?
I mean,
So
living
far-
on the edge has a risk.
Yeah. So far this year, I went to Silent Planet and stage dived and crowd surfed. So,
That's living on
Hit your
the
back.
edge.
Hit your
yeah,
lower
I hit
back.
my back.
So that's hitting your back on the edge.
Yep.
Nice.
I found the edge and my back hit it.
Why don't you guys stop that?
That nonsense.
Good question.
Get back here. Get back here.
Hey,
You can't go.
we still got more questions.
Why don't you stop them questions?
All right, and we will stop right there. The last topic here before we move into Yo Dude, I just wanted to go through the Game of the Year nominees for the Game Awards.
All right.
Just the topics we care about. I'm not going to go through all the like esports crap.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Bring them up and I'll tell you my favorite of them so far.
Some of them suck. I hate some of these topics, dude. Like Creator of the Year. Like, I don't fucking care about any of that shit.
They don't even have a not safe for work game of the year. So,
All right.
Huh.
So for
what kind of game award show like puts out awards for games but then doesn't award the game for the losers that just want to sit home and watch sex simulations?
Right. They need to know what to buy.
They need to know.
Okay. So we'll start with the first category here. We'll move all the way up to Game of the Year.
All right.
So this is most anticipated game award. So we got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. Which of those ones do you guys think is going to win the award for most anticipated?
First 2 for me.
I think the
Fantasy
one
VII
that-
Rebirth and then Hades 2. I loved Hades so much.
Yeah. I think Final Fantasy is probably going to win that, but for me, the winner out of that is Star Wars Outlaws. So,
Yeah.
That's,
If it comes out as clean as it looked in that demo, which it was so like scripted, like I don't know.
Yeah.
it looked real good though.
It looked real good, real
Looked
scripted,
too good.
but real good.
too good to be true.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could be like a Uncharted type where it is really scripted, but it is really good.
Much like Starfield, it was too good to be true.
Mine is going to be Star Wars Outlaws with a real close second being Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
That's what I would say as well.
Yes, reunion.
Star Wars Outlaws. Sorry.
The next category here is, let's see, best adaptation. So we got Castlevania Nocturne, the Gran Turismo movie, The Last of Us movie, Super Mario Brothers movie, and Twisted Metal. Which of those ones?
Last of Us deserves it.
How could it be anything other than Last of Us?
Last of Us is really good. The Gran Turismo movie was also really good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about the Gran Turismo.
I watched the Gran Turismo movie. It's really good, but it will not beat The Last of Us.
What was the first one again?
It was
Castlevania
Nocturne, the new show that came out.
It is good. It's not as good as the last Castlevania,
Yeah,
but it is good.
I agree. I got no skin in this game.
I liked Super Mario Brothers movie. I thought it was a really good adaptation.
It was a good movie. Yeah.
That or Last of Us, one of the two will get it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Best multiplayer game: Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
BG3.
I can see that.
I could see BG3 getting it. Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 is really good.
If they don't win, it's because they got snubbed at the awards by basically it's a conspiracy.
The only reason I think Baldur's Gate won't get it is because there's a lot of issues I have playing multiplayer. It is a lot more fun playing with friends, and it is a great multiplayer game. However, the unique experience of playing it by yourself is really good. There's a lot of dialogue you don't get to have or interact with because you're playing multiplayer.
Makes sense.
Because you can't get that without playing, like doing modded, because some things will only react to certain players. So that's the only reason why I think you won't get it. But the game is phenomenal overall. What was the games you had there?
Super Mario Wonder.
No, it's not Wonder. There was another
Diablo.
game. Party Animals. Party Animals
Party
is great.
Animals.
It's a great multiplayer, fun experience with friends. That it's like you can do 4v4, 2v2v, 2v2, and it's just a way better game than playing Gang Beasts. It has a lot more like depth. There's a lot more. It's kind of like Fall Guys, where you have the events with like soccer or like football and stuff like that, and you just get to knock each other out and stuff too, instead of just like grabbing onto people, which makes it a better experience.
I've wanted to play that.
It's a lot of fun. It's freaking awesome. It's
Fun
a lot
for
of
everyone.
The next category here that any of us would care about is Best RPG: Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield.
For me, BG3.
I think BG3 is going to win that
That's
one.
obvious, yeah.
Yeah.
16
Lies
was
of P is really good.
I've heard really good things about
it's
it.
really good.
FF16 wasn't much of an RPG. Gotta say that.
Yeah. I've heard Lies of P is a lot like Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it has it's a really cool take on Pinocchio, and then like kind of like that whole.
Could you say that in a fun Geppetto voice? Say Pinocchio in Geppetto voice. Go for it.
It's like he's like Italian kind of.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like Pinocchio.
Best action/adventure game: Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Man, that's a hard one.
I would probably say Legend of Zelda. It's a lot of like there's so much shit on the game when it first came out. It was insane. I'm playing it and how many hours people put into it.
I'm gonna say Spider-Man 2.
I haven't got to play Spider-Man, so that's the only reason why I'm basing my stuff on that. But all I've heard is good things. So
I have not played Spider-Man 2.
It's so hard to say anything other than Spider-Man 2 for me, even though I love Legend of Zelda.
yeah,
And what was there was another banger in there, man.
Star Wars
Jedi
Jedi Survivor.
Best Star Wars game that's come out, in my opinion.
I really need to play Alan Wake 2.
same. I also need to play. I heard it was really good because it has like since the graphics for Control were really good, they kind of added the same stuff in that, and it's supposedly like insane. But
They got DLSS on there, and it's just like that DLSS is supposed to be so good. And
it is.
man, best action game: Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Remnant 2.
Hi-Fi Rush.
I haven't got to play Hi-Fi Rush, but I played Armored Core. It's all right. I mean, I like FromSoft. They're great, but I wasn't Armored. It wasn't the same Armored Core I used to play. I really need to play Hi-Fi Rush. What's the first one? Yeah, on there.
Dead Island 2,
I played
Ghost
that.
Runner 2, and Remnant 2.
Remnant 2. I like Remnant 2 a lot. That Island 2 was fun. went all the way through it with a friend, and it was a lot of fun with a friend. But Remnant 2 was like freaking awesome. I really liked it.
I think Hi-Fi Rush deserves that award for sure.
I would like to see it win that. That'd be cool. And Ryan, you need to go. You need to be on our game of the year thing for our, like when we do our lists and stuff. You're the only person that we talk to that plays as many games as us.
I play a shitload of games.
Let's see here. I'm gonna skip the VR list.
I do have VR, and VR is fun.
Best mobile game, definitely gonna skip that.
Best mobile game.
Best indie game. I know none of you guys played those.
What indie games are on there?
Cocoon, Day of the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, Viewfinder.
No, I don't play any of those.
Best community support. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 16, and No Man's Sky. I think it's tough to go between Cyberpunk 2077 and No Man's Sky.
Community support, as in like how, like what the game developers do for the community, or what the community does for other players.
It's recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches.
Give it to Cyberpunk.
Yeah, they've really obviously come a long way from where they were at originally to make it better.
Game of the year list. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
That's game of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be Baldur's Gate 3. There's no doubt in my mind that's not going to be that, because within the first day that it was played, they had a couple billion hours in just character creation.
It's like over 1 million concurrent players on the first day, right?
Yeah, it's freaking stupid. And the game has so much replayability, it's insane.
I mean, you can see the genitalia on Baldur's Gate 3. If you could do that on Spider-Man 2, you probably would have a game of the year.
Yeah. Did I tell you?
Sorry.
Tears of the Kingdom is great. I have a lot of people saying that it's going to be that or whatever, but I still need to play Spider-Man. I really need to. I love those Spider-Mans. I wouldn't say that it wouldn't be a great contender for Baldur's Gate 3. It'd probably even beat it if it was as good as you guys are saying.
I think if Tears of the Kingdom would have released on like a next generation Switch that had faster frame rate, better graphics,
Oh, yeah.
and just better overall quality, I think it'd be that
It does
game.
have a little bit of like issues with frame rates, even playing non-docked. So it's because when I played the other one, they had issues. People were saying, but I didn't have any issues with it when it was non-docked, when it was had it in my hand. But when I put it docked, it was terrible. So
Yeah, I'd go with Baldur's Gate or Spider-Man 2. Those would be my two.
yeah,
Yeah, I would say probably Baldur's Gate or Spider-Man. Yeah.
Both 10 out of 10s, but I haven't beat Baldur's Gate yet.
yeah, it's phenomenal. That's the only reason why I'm saying it's the game of the year, because it's just insane. Like once you get closer to the end, things happen. You're like, what the fuck? Like it just throws you through a loop. It's really cool.
All right. You guys want to go ahead and move into Yo Dude, check this out?
Yo,
dude.
dude. Hey, yo, what's up? Check this out. Yo, dude.
Who wants to get us started?
All right, yo, dude, check this out. Just some gold facts for you. Just kind of like the differences between yellow gold, white gold, and rose gold. I don't know if you guys are too familiar with that, but just so if you never heard, yellow gold gets its color because it's mainly mixed with silver and copper. So that's mainly where it gets its color, even though gold is kind of normally that color anyway, like a yellowish color. As far as white gold, it's mixed with palladium, zinc, copper, tin, and manganese. I've never heard of that.
Manganese.
But yeah, that's how it gets to its like white hue. And then for rose gold, it looks like it's mainly mixed with copper and silver. So I always thought that rose gold was like a lesser gold. And it's just more or less what are the other elements it's mixed with. Because gold items are never 100% gold because it's too soft. So they got to mix in other metals to make it harder.
Yeah.
And then also like the lower carats you go, the more of the other metals are mixed into the gold, and the less gold it is.
Yeah.
So for like higher end jewelry, you'll see like 18 karat gold, and then like a little bit lower than that would be 14, and then a lot of fashion jewelry will be just 10 karat gold.
I used to go through a lot of stuff with my last job because I dealt with the gold and refining it and turning it back into like 100%, so they could sell it, and they could reprocess it for like jewelry or whatever. But yeah, it's there's a lot of different percentages and stuff, and the way things come out when you're using gold. Because I'd have to scan stuff like jewelry and then dissolve it in acid or melt it. And it's like, you keep this stuff because this is good metal, or you keep this stuff because it's bad metal. Like, you know, like choose which kind of like how you're gonna do it or whatever. But it's cool.
Yo, dude, check this out. The first speeding ticket in history was issued to a person caught speeding at 8 miles per hour, 4 times the speed limit of 2 miles per hour. In 1896, Mr. Arnold was pursued for 5 miles by a policeman on a bicycle.
And then he ran out of gas.
Yep.
Yo, dude, check this out. One of the Japanese airmen who attacked Pearl Harbor in 1941 still alive today. Let's get him.
We have his address. He admitted to the crime.
Let's go surprise attack his house.
No, that's not good.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it in a fun way. We won't do it with violence. We'll do it with like shaving cream. It'll just be like, hey, remember when you surprise attacked us? It's not so funny anymore.
Yo, dude, check this out. The Sunspot Archipelago is 15 times wider than Earth and is on a verge of with solar storms and bursting, I guess is what they're saying. It's a massive sunspot region made of at least 6 different sunspots grouped near the sun's near side.
Ooh.
They're just saying that it's one of the more largest regions that has appeared in a decade on the near side, and has begun to unleash a barrage of solar storms that are shaking up around it. Yeah, so
There's so much about the solar system we don't
it's
understand,
true.
man.
We can't even get like that close to the sun, you know. It's just destroys anything we get there.
We need to make a ship out of diamond. Or a probe out of diamond and just shove it into that thing.
You think that would be enough?
No.
Probably not.
I wonder what
It's the
I
sun,
wonder what the
man.
melting point of a diamond is.
Hot.
It's hot,
It's
hot, hot.
probably hot.
It's really hot.
It's really hot.
Really, really hot.
So hot. All right.
Well, Ryan, thank you for being on episode 114 of Crashing with Friends, dude.
A lot of episodes.
It's a lot.
It's been a long time, dude.
More to come.
Yes, for sure.
We love you.
Love you guys. Yeah.
Love having you.
Hell yeah.
It's always good when Leather Daddy's in the building.
I did get a new motorcycle. I forgot to say that.
Nice. You didn't drive it onto the podcast and show us it?
No. It was, Natalie was like, there's snow on the ground. I was like, okay. And then I went outside and I was like, oh, it's just like, whatever. It's a little...
Still,
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to ride a motorcycle out in that freaking cold.
Yeah,
Fuck terrible. That.
Yeah,
But I have heated gear, so we're good.
do it.
And this has been another episode of Crashing with Friends.
Do it.
Thank you guys for listening.
Peace out.
Thank you guys for watching.
I'm going to go watch fucking football.
Football.
Right now.
All right, guys. Toodles.
See ya.
Boy.
Bye.
Goodbye. I'll see you later. I'm still talking into this microphone. Ha. Mic check. Ha.
Crashing with Friends.
Podcast.